What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to go over the differences, not differences, but the pros and cons of a website builder or a IDE, which is an integrated development environment, which is basically you have to do the work. So like there's this, which is Visual Studio Code, there's Visual Studio, and there's other ones like Notepad++, which is a very old IDE. There's other ones like Atom. But as this channel is more for like beginners, definitely intermediate content as well. More focused towards beginners, have them like understand what's going on in the coding world. But like I said, I'll introduce more into like as videos on like what IDs exactly are and what website builders are. You're probably more familiar with website builders. So I got this pros and cons list here that I'm gonna go over, and I will read them off, and then as I see fit, I will show examples of what I mean so you understand exactly what I'm telling you about. So starting off, we're starting with the website builders. Pros of, well, actually before that, let me give you like a disclaimer. It's recommended to use a website builder if you're a beginner and an IDE if you have basic coding knowledge. If you have like no knowledge at all, you want to get into coding, I would do a little bit of website building. More so if you don't really want to do that much coding, you more so want to get into coding to make a website, like a quick website for like a business. It's like getting off the ground, like a very small project, I website builders are very good for. But as it begins more complex, start to get more customers, you're gonna want to transition over to an IDE and actually manually type out your code and get it custom exactly how you like it. But let's get back into it. First things first, there is CMS in website builders, which is a content management system. The most popular content management system out there is WordPress. And WordPress recently released this thing called WordPress Studio, which I actually just found out about today. I'm sure it's been out for a while, but basically, this saves every site you make on WordPress right here, and you can open it locally. So I can have it here, download WordPress Studio on my laptop or work computer, and it'll be there. All I have to do is open the site up, which I just did. So I will close it. So the process. Now that I did that, this will no longer work anymore because I control whether or not it's running it up. So I can come in here, start it up, then click on any of these buttons. It's just to open up the site, or you can do this as well. All right, that kind of show you some features real quick. Click here, templates, and just to load this up. And then all the other features are also there, except a couple of them. Actually, no, they're all here. All those features there are right here, which I will get to shortly. But yeah, I just wanted to show that really quickly. But no, the content management system, I'm going to show on this one. This is also a web design website builder. I couldn't think of what I was trying to say for a second. So let me go through it quickly and pull this up. Go to edit site, go to content management system, and let's do this. This should be it. My collections. Yeah. So basically, you can set up products. Like you can take your own images and everything for your business or product you're selling. Set up the image, description, all this stuff, and they keep track of it for you. Obviously, you can do this on your own, but it takes a lot longer. And it's not as simple as click on add an item, type in all the information you need. This is similar to like Shopify. Basically, Shopify, way more customizable. So then you can come in here, change the title. You can set it to whether or not you want it visible or not. Come and change the prices. Not on this one, but you can set fields for prices and all that. It's very nice. You can export items. I'm not getting into too much in detail though, because I can actually make a separate video on this in IDs. But it's just like a little introduction. I want to show the one I made though, if it's even on here. or how to quickly I'll show you how it works. Actually, no, I'll leave that out this video. I was gonna show it, but I got a lot of stuff to get through, so quick setup. Also, I will cover in this video. A lot of these I'll just cover in the video, but I will show you how I'll take one of my sites that I made using Visual Studio Codes, like this site right here, and make it here. Either that site or another one, but I'll figure out how to make it inside a website builder, rather than me spending weeks on here if I'm new. And it's like, this is a small project, so I can easily come here and make this in here in like 30 minutes to an hour. Just saves a lot of time, and everything is able there for me to manage it. Let's see what else. More time to focus on being creative instead of fixing code. Pretty self-explanatory. There is no code in website builders. You can add like little snippets of code, but there isn't a just full lines of code. Like you don't have access to these files in the website builders pretty much. And then there's maintenance. They have most builders handle hosting, security updates, and backups. Cost-effective small projects. Website builders can be more effective as they bundle all these hosting design tools. And I will show that really quick. And then I will go and show you, kind of explain a bit of the setup. I feel that'll just make this video make a lot more sense. So let's go back. I forgot. I need to go. I'm not even sure if it's on here. I think I'm gonna just do this. Yeah, okay. So this is where how like the pricing, like everything is bundled up. So with this, you get all those items. They're saying the content management. So basically saying you can sell up to like 4,000 like unique items, right? You can have collaborators on your site. You can pay for storage, analytics, free domain for a year, which allows you to post your site on a thing like HTTPS and all that allows you to have your site public, and then you can accept payments. And all this is unpriced for $20, which is honestly really good because if you have a company and you're getting sales, like you have people already buying it, whether it's from PayPal or something, you're gonna make that $27 a month back in one sale, most likely a couple sales at the minimum. So it's like it's worth it. Even this, like as you've been to scale, if for some reason you wanted to scale using like Wix or WordPress, I wouldn't advise it, but a lot of you might get hired to a company, like a small business, and they use this. And so they're going to be using this. So you got to know how to work Wix or WordPress if you get hired for that reason. And then let me go here really quick and show you. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to edit this page really quick. Let this load really quick. I'm going to show you like 2 or 3 things like super quickly. Basically, the reason that this is so easy because you can come in here and change the heading. The heading is this, so you can change the level of this, heading 1, heading 2. It's not working right now, but as you go down, basically this goes down in size. And you can make it bold, you can make it italic, you can come in here and link it to something, highlight code, and there is a panel on the side. There we go. That kind of shows you everything that's happening right now. The spacer, which adds space, paragraph, and then quickly let's see, I want to come here and add something. It's the easiest pressing this button. You can find what you need or search for, add a YouTube video, media gallery. It's super easy. I can come here and add something like that, columns. Boom. Very easy to make layouts. I basically just changed the layout of this, which I didn't want. Or actually, I added this. Can be a little confusing. Like, yeah, it doesn't add the styles, but that's something you can mess around with since it's like drag and paste, and you can just click and it shows you a little preview of what each thing looks like. It's very easy to learn versus you learning it yourself. But then, like I said, though, I'm not gonna repeat it too many times, but this is only if you are beginning to code and you need to save time. You don't have the time in your busy schedule to learn how to fully code all this stuff out. I think that's all the cons. Yeah, that's all the cons for this. Security updates and all that. I can spell that really quickly. Where you would find all of that. I'm pretty sure it's the. No, it's not actually. It's another. I think it's the main site. Let's leave this really quickly. I thought it was on this site, but I guess not. Tools. Tools, plugins. Well, there's different things like site health and all that. Let's go dashboard really quickly. I probably won't worry about it. I haven't. This is my first time using WordPress in a while. I've been using Wix for a little minute, but I mainly just use IDEs like Visual Studio Code is my main way of coding, so it's very different. But I have used these in the past, so I understand how they work. Yeah, customize. Come here. This basically is the admin, so you can come in here and control everything, and no one else has access to any of these things. You can add someone else if you want to have someone to make changes, but yeah, this is where you take care of everything on your site. Change the name and all that, email address. Yeah, that's it for now for the pros. Go to the cons really quick. For the cons, have restricted flexibility. You are limited to buy what you have, and I will come and show that really quickly. Let me go ahead and go back to my site really quick. Just did that. Edit site. And then while that's loading, let's see what else I wanted to show really quick. Okay, yeah, you have to pay for access to get the features, kind of like how the bundling thing is. Like a lot of those things, like hosting sites, that's not free in IDEs, but everything else, like security backups and all that, and maintenance, that's free to do. You don't have to pay for that. Like the design tools, like third-party tools, most of those, like 95% of those things are free. Maybe even like 99% of those things are free in IDs. But yeah, that's one of the cons. You have, like I said earlier, you don't have access to any of the original code, which can be annoying if you are a developer. So it's like that can be a turnoff. It's like I'm not gonna do this because I like being able to see what's going on behind the scenes. And then as your sites grow, you may outgrow the capabilities of a website builder, requiring a migration to a more flexible platform. So that's the thing that can happen. You get more customers and your sites get bigger and bigger, and then some more things you have to handle. It can be annoying. You have to switch a platform that gives you more gigabytes and more capabilities and things like that. And that transition can be very complicated because different sites have different pricing and different policies, and yeah, it's just complicated. Let me go back to this really quickly so I can show you the features I was talking about. If it load up, okay. Group footer. I am kind of lost. I'm not gonna lie. Had it pulled up. Um, you know what? I probably just won't worry about it. Well, I found it now, but I don't know if this is exactly what I was looking for. There's a specific page I wanted to pull up, but I'm not seeing it anymore. Let me see, actually. Let's do templates. Oh, okay. Yep, that's it. Templates, and I can go back and like pages. Okay, this is a feature I'll show you really quickly. Things like this are kind of new, which are very nice because they didn't have this before. You can basically set whether the page is scheduled, published, drafts, private, and all that. And styles, this is like the best parts about using something like this. You can quickly come in here and change the colors, even like the text font, and all that. Like it changes the color, the background color, text color. Very quickly, come in here to even make your own. Yeah, you can come in here and make your own colors for specific elements. It's really nice. You want to quickly come and change things. You can do similar things like this in the IDE, but everything pretty much takes a little longer. Sometimes it takes way longer than it would to come in here and just click a button and have it change instantly. And like this, like there's templates, but you're very limited to how many you have. And then styles, I think. No. Yeah. That's all I wanted to show actually. Just the templates. You can add new templates, things like that, but you have to like create your own template, which if you don't have experience, it's kind of hard to do. Like all these are locked, so I'm assuming you have to pay for these. And the only way, if you wanted to actually like do something like this, you'd have to come here and make your own. And that is just can be very frustrating. So I would avoid that. And let's see. That's actually it for that. And then the IDE, I'm trying to speed this up so this video isn't too long. So for IDE, like I say, you have full control of every aspect of your website. Basically, the way IDEs are set up is you have, this isn't the original. I'll do this really quick and then I'll come and I'll show you another one. So basically, these files, the actual content isn't very relevant right now, but JSX files, TypeScript files, and then which you're going to be more familiar with as you're learning. There's CSS files, which controls the look of your site or page, and then HTML, which controls the content. So the text you put on there, then you can link the CSS, so the styles, and apply that style to different sites, different pages. Basically, CSS files are reusable on different sites. So like I said, you have these options to link these pages together, and okay, you decide you want to change how the website looks. You can create another CSS page or different code and instantly just change how it looks, which is similar to how the site was doing on WordPress with the coloring. And you can quickly just change the text font, the size, the color. Let me actually show you what this looks like really quickly. That's why I pulled this up. This is weird though, because I have to, this is React, and React is a library inside of coding. It says on like bare bones, like this isn't what you get when you first, I have to do like a lot of installing to get to this, but we're gonna do this npm. Let me make sure I'm in the right thing. npm run dev. This basically just allows it to open it up, so I can click it and open up right here. This isn't finished by any means possible, but it does work. It's just a quick like web page I made. You just type in random thing and it saves straight to the point. And then let's see what else. No limits to what you can do. Same thing. You can do whatever you have. You're not limited to only use a certain template. You have anything you can think of or anything your customer needs, you can make it. If you don't want to do it, you can quickly just go on YouTube, look up a video. Very simple. Then performance scalability is like I said, you can optimize your website performance and scalability, which is crucial for large projects because as things grow, you're going to need more and better things. And if you use the website builder, one might have it, other one doesn't. And it's like, with this, you don't have to worry about that. Learning and growth, building a website can improve your coding skills and understand web development. So you can start out very simple, do code alongs, and then eventually start making your own projects. And through those projects, you learn more about coding. You look up different things, have different resources that help you, because website builder won't help you coding at all. It just basically just, this is what I want on my site. This is what I want it to look like. Everything else, I want you to take care of it. But with IDEs, it's I want full control of everything that happens on my site. So the cons, we're gonna go over this really quickly. The cons are it takes a lot more commitment, as you can imagine, to actually type out all of these things. And as it gets bigger and bigger, it's a lot. You have to constantly go back and check and make sure. And then if things go wrong, you have to go here. You have to go here, start debugging, and make sure that things the grammar problems, and it's gonna show you that actually. Because I can just come here and mess up my site and it's gonna work, and it's gonna say why. I can come here like that. Actually, I'm not sure if this one, that's not a, but I like that parsing error, which basically means there's an error right here. That's why it underlines it red, saying that this was expected. I'm not sure why it's showing that. It's supposed to be a colon, but there's colon expected after this. And if this doesn't there, it's not gonna work. That's what debugging is. You run into a problem. If you code and you forget to run that, it's not gonna do it on here. But in regular HTML, it's gonna tell you what you need. If you forget to install one of these, it's gonna say it's missing. It's not gonna work. Yeah. And then let's see what else. You have to stay up to date with the newest technologies. So, for example, ChatGPT, you have to know how these things work because your competitors are going to be using these things, and you need to be able to adapt and use these things to get ahead and to make sure that people have a reason to pick you over going to work with this agency or going to work with this company that has a team of web developers. And also just learning like different languages because languages adapt and there's new ways to do things that are quicker and more efficient. Not ideal if you don't want to deal with inevitable problems. Like I said, debugging, things happen. You have to go and fix it. But with the website builder, you don't have to worry about debugging like at all. I've never had to deal with it. Requires knowledge of front end and back end code. So you have to know a little bit about code. But if you want to generally just jump in and start coding, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. Instead of going the website builder route and then this, if you're more interested in coding, actually like from the jump, wanting to have more customization, you're not worried about selling anything online. You just want to make like applications or like develop games. Then don't waste your time doing this. You can just go straight to this. All maintenance has to be done manually, which can be difficult and time consuming. You have to like, this is more so not debugging, but maintenance as in having to make sure content's updated and making sure that everything's secure, no one's passwords can get hacked into, information can't be stolen, everything's backed up. But like Wix, WordPress, they take care of that automatically. And then despite avoiding subscription fees, there may be a service or a third-party tool you have to pay for should you decide to integrate it. That's it. Let me show that really. Most of these, there's plugins. Let me find out where it's at really quickly. Extensions, different things like you can come in here and like C++, these things that help you run certain things. This is a debugger specifically made for CS50, which is a course. CSS Peak that basically make your life a lot easier when it comes to coding. And yeah, even like Copilot, which is GitHub's version of, I forgot what this is actually. Oh, this is GitHub's version of the ChatGPT. It like you can't. This none of this comes stock. You have to in this like live server. That's what I was doing right here. To go live and look at the website, you have to install this. So all this stuff like prettier you can use to change the look of the website and make it the look of the actual code in here to make it look nicer. But They all can be for another video. I think that's pretty good. This is a way longer than I thought it would be, but then again, no, I don't really plan on like having a video. I just want to make sure I get out all the information I need to, and I'm clear as I can be about explaining these. But yeah, be on the lookout for one of my next few videos. I will go more in depth on each of these and kind of just showing you the pros and cons in real time. Yeah, thank you for watching.